So after playing around with Maverick for about 3 months, I have learned some tips and facts about Mavics that I would like to share with you. Now here's our 5 tips for you to check it out. Let's go.
First tip is actually a quick fact about the name of Mavic in Chinese. If you didn't know, DJI is a Chinese product designed and made in China. So why not learn a little bit more about this actual Chinese name for this awesome drone? It is called Yu, which is what I just wrote. The standard meaning for Yu can be royal, to govern, or to ride. Whichever definition applies to Mavic, it all sounds pretty awesome, but I prefer the meaning to ride though, which leads to my next tip, using FPV without having a DJI goggle. Using the first person view goggle does feel like you're riding on a drone. And a cheaper way to use FPV instead of spending $450 on the DJI goggle is to use Gear VR that costs about $50 to $80 on eBay, and along with the $25 Litchi app available on both Android and iOS. So what you will need is a Mavic, a controller, a Gear VR goggle, and the smartphone USB connector that comes with your smartphone when you first purchase it. First, connect the controller directly to the smartphone. And let's just pause right here, because I know a lot of you may ask, why not just connect the C port on the Gear VR itself? Because you can't. Because the Gear VR is programmed to force the user to use only Oculus app. So you must connect your controller directly to your smartphone. But the problem with that is there's no space for you to put the cable. I guess it's time to improvise and make some holes. So what I did was I drew a hole big enough on the other side to fit a C-port cable. So this will definitely cause damage to your Gear VR equipment. A quick disclaimer, proceed at your own risk. To see if it fit. Now it feels so good. Yeah. Now open the Litchi app. Then click on the goggle symbol on the top right corner. Now you'll see the screen is split into 2 for your goggle view, and if you tilt it, the gimbal is gonna follow your tilt. Now snuck your phone in the VR goggle and enjoy the ride. Now we arrive at the third tip, antenna position. I have seen a lot of people online having the antenna facing straight up, which is not the most efficient way to transmit the signal. The correct way to angle the antenna is angle it 90 degrees from the controller and face the flat side to the sky. The reason is that the flat side is where the most of the signal is transmitted from, and is not from the tip. Now the fourth tip. This may not be as useful, but it's something that I found when I was bored. So you can flip the sports switch 6 times to calibrate the compass. No, hold on, let's see that again. After the compass calibration prompt appear, just go do your merry-go-round. Now the final tip, the 5th tip. Switching between horizontal and portrait mode. I'm sure you may know this from reading the user manual, but who reads the user manual nowadays? So for those of you who didn't read the instruction manual, to switch to the portrait mode, click on the 3 dots setting on the top right, then click on the controller symbol, scroll down to the 3D button customization, and click on the drop down menu and add the portrait mode. In this case, I put the portrait mode in the down selection. So what exactly happened when you switch to the portrait mode is that the gimbal actually rotates 90 degrees. Pretty cool, huh? And that's all I have for the tips, guys. I hope you learned something new, and if you know any more tips or secrets about Mavic, just comment below, let me know, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for future videos. Oh yeah.